Tom adjusted the strap of his backpack as the shuttle landed on the sprawling campus of Xenos University, nestled on the verdant planet Zolara. The doors hissed open, revealing a view that was a riot of colors and shapes, with architecture that defied earthly physics and gardens floating midair. Stepping out, Tom couldn't help but gawk at the sight. His awe was interrupted by a friendly voice. "First time at Xenos, huh?" Turning, Tom met the gaze of a tall, slender being with shimmering skin. "Yeah, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?" He chuckled, extending his hand. "I'm Tom." The alien, with a smile revealing luminescent teeth, took Tom's hand in a gentle grip. "I'm Zelex, your guide today. And yes, it was obvious, but only because I remember my first day here. Come on, I'll show you around." As they walked, Zelex explained the layout of the university, pointing out the various faculties that catered to a multitude of alien species. "Here at Xenos, collaboration is key. You'll work with minds from across the galaxy. Each building is a hub of different sciences and cultures." Tom nodded, taking in every detail. "I've read about the diversity here, but seeing it in person is something else. I'm the first human undergrad. Feels like a lot of pressure to stand out." "Ah, you will, but perhaps not how you expect." Zelex mused as they approached a building that seemed to be made of living vines. "This is your faculty, quantum engineering, one of the best in the galaxy." Inside, the lobby was bustling with students of all forms and sizes. Some floated by without touching the ground. Others conversed in languages that made Tom's ears tingle. Zelex led him to a registration desk where a creature with multiple eyes and a clipboard looked up. "Name and species?" it asked, its voice a deep echo. "Tom Sullivan, human," he replied. The creature paused, its eyes blinking asynchronously. "Human? Remarkable. You're added to the quantum problem-solving class. Starts tomorrow. Big things expected." "Thanks," Tom said, a mix of nerves and excitement bubbling within him. Zelex patted Tom's shoulder. "You'll do fine. Let's get you to your dormitory next. It's not far from here." Their path took them through a garden where plants swayed without a breeze, and small creatures darted through the air like living sparks. Tom's dormitory was a tall structure with windows that displayed shifting scenes from different worlds. Inside his room, Tom found it already occupied by another student, who introduced himself as Ryluk, a Githzerian known for their mathematical genius. "Heard about you, Tom," Ryluk said, offering a nod. "A human, quite rare. This should be interesting." "Hope I don't disappoint," Tom replied, unpacking his belongings. "Don't worry about that. Just be ready to learn and adapt. That's what matters here," Ryluk advised, turning back to his holographic display full of equations. Later, lying in his bed and staring at the ceiling which displayed a map of the galaxy, Tom thought about the day. He felt a surge of determination. Yes, he was different here. But maybe, just maybe, that was exactly what was needed. As sleep took him, he dreamt of the possibilities that lay ahead, ready to embrace whatever came his way with an open mind and an eager heart. The suns of Zolara cast a kaleidoscopic glow through the quantum engineering hall as Tom walked in for his first lecture. The room was an amphitheater, spiraling upwards with seats filled by an assortment of alien students, their forms ranging from the amorphous to the distinctly insectoid. Finding a spot near the front, Tom set down his gear and glanced around nervously. Beside him, a serpentine creature with vibrant scales extended a tentacle in greeting. "I'm Voss," it hissed gently, its eyes curious. "Tom," he replied, shaking the offered appendage. "Nice to meet you." The professor, a renowned Balquarian known for its hive-mind intelligence, floated into the room. Its voice resonated not just audibly, but directly into the minds of the students, a sensation Tom found both unsettling and awe-inspiring. "Welcome, students," the professor began, its form shimmering. "Today we explore advanced quantum structures and their practical applications. We will begin by discussing the Drexelian wave conjecture." As the lecture progressed, Tom felt both out of his depth and excited. The concepts were complex, discussing realities where physics behaved unlike anything on Earth. When the professor posed a question about potential real-world applications of a theoretical model, the room buzzed with alien intellect. Tom, mulling over the professor's question, had a sudden spark of inspiration. He recalled a concept from one of his high school projects involving the unconventional use of waves to generate power. Tentatively, he raised his hand. "Yes, the human," the professor noted, directing the class's attention to Tom. Tom cleared his throat. Could the properties of the Drexelian wave be used similarly to tidal energy on Earth? Like converting wave energy into power? A murmur ran through the class. Voss looked at him with a newfound interest, and even the professor paused, its colors pulsating thoughtfully. Explain, the professor prompted. Well, on Earth, we have these turbines placed in oceans. The natural motion of water turns them, generating electricity. If we could harness the energy fluctuations from Drexelian waves, maybe we could convert it into a stable, renewable energy source here, Tom elaborated, feeling more confident as he spoke. The professor's hues shifted, signaling intrigue. An interesting proposition, Tom. Utilizing native phenomena in such a manner, it's quite innovative. It's refreshing to see a human perspective applied here. The rest of the lecture saw Tom's idea being debated and expanded upon by his peers. Some were skeptical, others curious, but all were engaged in a way that seemed to elevate the session's energy. As the class ended, Voss slithered closer to Tom. That was brave, putting forth an idea so soon, and a good one too. You're going to make these sessions a lot more interesting. Tom smiled, feeling a bit more like he belonged. Thanks, Voss. I just hope I can keep up with you all. Walking out of the lecture hall, Tom felt a surge of excitement. His perspective, distinctly human and less advanced in some ways, had contributed something valuable right off the bat. Perhaps his time at Xenos University wouldn't just be about learning from others, but about sharing his own unique views as well. The next morning, as Tom walked towards the university's central plaza, the buzz of excited conversation filled the air. Today was the announcement of the annual Interdepartmental Innovation Challenge, a revered university tradition where students from various faculties teamed up to solve a pressing issue facing one of the galaxy's many inhabited planets. This year, the challenge focused on solving an energy crisis on the neighboring colony of Ventar. As Tom approached, he could see a large holographic display projecting images of Ventar's sprawling, energy-depleted urban landscapes. Groups of students clustered around, discussing potential solutions. Tom, feeling a mix of anticipation and nerves, scanned the crowd for familiar faces. He spotted Voss among a group of engineering and physics students and hurried over. Hey, Voss, mind if I join you guys for the challenge? Voss turned, his scales brightening, which Tom had learned was a sign of pleasure. Of course, Tom. We were just discussing the need for a diverse team. Your human perspective could give us an edge. The group quickly got to work, brainstorming in a nearby study lounge. Ideas flew. From solar matrices to quantum batteries, each suggestion more complex and imaginative than the last. However, the team struggled to agree on a focus, the alien concepts often going over Tom's head. Feeling slightly overwhelmed, Tom listened and tried to find parallels with human technology. Finally, he gathered his thoughts and interjected. What if we look back to simpler, more fundamental solutions? On Earth, we often faced energy crises until we turned to integrate smaller, sustainable models that worked within local environments rather than imposing large-scale systems. The group paused, considering this. A Phaley, a creature of light and energy, flickered brightly. You suggest a decentralized approach? Smaller, community-based energy hubs that can operate independently but interconnect when needed? Exactly. Tom nodded, encouraged by the Phaley's understanding. We could use a combination of local energy sources, adapting the technology to what's available on Ventar. It would increase resilience and potentially bypass the colony's current grid limitations. Zelex, who had joined the discussion, floated slightly above his seat, a sign of excitement. Tom's right. We've been too focused on high-tech solutions. Ventar's problem isn't just technical, it's also socio-economic. A grassroots energy solution could be more sustainable and less disruptive. The team warmed to the idea, and with Tom's input, they began outlining a proposal for a network of mini-grids, each capable of harnessing and storing different forms of renewable energy specific to Ventar's diverse ecosystems. As they worked into the evening, Tom felt a growing sense of camaraderie and purpose. The challenge had given him a platform not just to learn, but to contribute meaningfully. His suggestion to integrate simple, effective technology with cutting-edge alien engineering was a hit, and for the first time, he felt truly valued for his unique human perspective. As the group wrapped up their session, Voss slithered up to Tom, his voice low and earnest. You have a knack for this, Tom. You see solutions where we see complications. It's refreshing. Tom grinned, his earlier doubts washed away by the tide of acceptance and encouragement. Thanks, Voss. Let's make this happen. for Ventar and for us. The weeks following their initial meeting saw Tom and his team deep in the throes of research and development. The university had provided them with a dedicated workspace equipped with all the tools and data they could need, from advanced computational models to extensive libraries on alien technology and human engineering. Tom spent his days bouncing between the lab, where they tested various energy-harnessing technologies, and the study hall, where strategies and designs were debated vigorously. His proposal for a decentralized energy system had become the cornerstone of their project, and the pressure to make it a reality was intense. One evening, as the team labored over simulations that just wouldn't stabilize, Tom noticed a pattern in the data that seemed oddly familiar. "Hold on," he said, scrolling through the streams of numbers and charts. "These fluctuations in the energy output from the solar panels look like something I saw in an old Earth textbook." The team gathered around as Tom pulled up an article on pioneering wind farms in coastal regions of Earth. They used turbines that adjusted dynamically to wind speeds, maximizing efficiency. What if we applied a similar adaptive tech to the solar panels? They could adjust their angle and opacity based on the sun's position and intensity. Zelex, who had become adept at translating Tom's Earth-based ideas into practical alien engineering, floated excitedly. "That's brilliant. We can use a morphic gel layer on the panels. It'll change its properties based on real-time environmental data." The team set to work, integrating this new adaptive technology into their model. The results were immediately promising. The energy output stabilized, and efficiency soared. This breakthrough invigorated the team, their diverse backgrounds in alien tech and human ingenuity meshing perfectly to create something novel, yet effective. With their prototype now functioning reliably, they prepared for a full-scale demonstration to the faculty and potential investors. The demo day arrived, and the auditorium was packed with curious onlookers and distinguished professors, all eager to see the human-led team's solution. Tom opened the presentation with a brief overview of their project's evolution, emphasizing the collaboration and shared learning that had guided their process. Then, Zelex took over, explaining the technical aspects with a clarity that earned nods of approval from the crowd. The lights dimmed, and the prototype was unveiled. As the simulated Ventar sun rose on the screen, the panels began their delicate dance, morphing and tilting gracefully. The energy readings were displayed in real time, numbers climbing steadily. The audience was captivated. When the lights came back on, applause filled the room, a resounding endorsement of their work. Professors asked technical questions, investors whispered about potential, and students looked on with a mix of awe and inspiration. As the team answered questions, Tom felt a surge of pride. They had not only addressed the challenge, but had also demonstrated how human perspectives could enhance galactic technologies. His idea, once a rough concept inspired by Earth's history, had helped lead to a viable solution for a universal problem. Later, as the team celebrated their success, Voss wrapped a tentacle around Tom's shoulders. "You know, when they first said a human was joining our program, I never imagined this. You've turned our approach on its head, in the best possible way." Tom smiled, looking around at his team, his friends. "I guess sometimes a fresh set of eyes is what you need to find a new path forward. And I've learned just as much from all of you. Here's to many more breakthroughs together." Their laughter and shared excitement echoed through the hall, a testament to what could be achieved when diverse minds and cultures work together toward a common goal. Following their successful demonstration, Tom and his team's project quickly became the talk of Xenos University. Their innovative energy solution was not only technically sound, but also a symbol of effective interstellar collaboration. However, not everyone was pleased with the rising stars. A few weeks later, as the team prepared for the final round of the competition, they encountered unexpected setbacks. Equipment they had left calibrated and ready for further testing was found misaligned and damaged. Initial thoughts of a simple malfunction were dismissed when a data log showed unauthorized access late at night. "Look at this," Tom pointed out on the security footage, his face set in a frown. "Someone's been tampering with our setup. This isn't just a glitch." Zelex, hovering beside him, examined the screen with a grave expression. "It seems we have rivals who are playing dirty. We need to tighten security and maybe set up some surveillance of our own." The team agreed, disappointed but undeterred. They spent the next several days repairing the damage and implementing security measures, including encrypted access codes and hidden cameras in their lab space. Despite these precautions, the air was tense with the knowledge that their groundbreaking work had made them targets. One evening, while Tom was working late in the lab, He heard a noise from the corridor outside. Quietly, he went to investigate, only to find a shadowy figure tampering with their power supply unit. Without hesitation, Tom confronted the intruder. "Hey, what are you doing?" Tom's voice echoed in the empty hallway. The figure, startled, turned and fled, but not before Tom caught a glimpse of a familiar insignia on their jacket, a rival team known for their competitive edge. Tom reported the incident to university security, and the footage from the new cameras confirmed the identity of the saboteurs. The rival team was called in for questioning, and the seriousness of their misconduct was made clear. They faced potential disqualification from the competition. With the immediate threat neutralized, Tom and his team refocused on their project, but the sabotage had taken a toll. They were behind schedule, and the stress was palpable. Zelex approached Tom one afternoon, concern evident in his voice. "Tom, how are you holding up? I know this hasn't been easy." Tom sighed, rubbing his temples. "It's frustrating, Zelex. I thought this competition was about innovation, not cutting down others to get ahead." Zelex nodded. "It's a hard lesson, but it shows that our work is truly impactful. We must be doing something right if it's shaking things up this much. Let's channel this energy into our final push. We can rise above this." Inspired by Zelex's words, the team worked with renewed vigor. They managed to make up for lost time, and their project improved with the additional refinements. The unity and resilience they displayed brought them closer, turning a negative experience into a source of motivation. As the competition's final presentation day approached, the team was more determined than ever to showcase their work, not just as a technical achievement, but as a triumph over adversity. Tom, reflecting on the challenges they had overcome, felt a profound appreciation for his teammates. Their diversity, once a target for sabotage, was now their greatest strength, a testament to the innovative spirit of Xenos University. The final day of the Interdepartmental Innovation Challenge arrived, casting an electric atmosphere over Xenos University. The auditorium was packed with a buzzing crowd of students, faculty, and visiting dignitaries eager to witness the culmination of months of hard work by some of the brightest minds from across the galaxy. Tom and his team made their final preparations backstage, checking every detail of their enhanced energy system. Despite the setbacks, their project was stronger, refined through adversity, and ready to demonstrate its full potential. As they took the stage, the auditorium fell silent, all eyes on them. Tom stepped up to the microphone, his heart pounding but his voice steady. "Good afternoon. Our project, born from a simple concept of sustainable energy solutions inspired by Earth's technology and improved through our combined alien expertise, has one goal: to revolutionize how energy is harnessed and utilized on Ventar." Zelex then took over, expertly explaining the technical aspects, from the adaptive solar panels to the decentralized grid model that could withstand the diverse environmental challenges of Ventar. The crowd listened intently, captivated by the blend of familiar principles and innovative alien technology. After the presentation, the team initiated their live demo. The model of Ventar's landscape lit up on stage, and as simulated sunlight washed over their solar panels, the audience could see real-time data projected overhead. Energy was being efficiently captured, stored, and distributed, even simulating a severe weather scenario to demonstrate resilience. The results were undeniable. The energy output exceeded initial estimates, and the system's adaptability shone as it smoothly adjusted to the changing conditions. As the demonstration concluded, applause erupted in the auditorium, a standing ovation from some of the toughest critics in the galaxy. Professors and industry experts approached the team afterward, bombarding them with technical questions and praise. One seasoned engineer from Draconis 4, known for its harsh climates and technological advancements, commented loudly enough for many to hear, "This isn't just a project. It's the beginning of a new era in energy technology. Brilliant work." Feeling a surge of pride, Tom and his team answered questions and discussed potential applications of their technology. The validation from such a diverse and knowledgeable audience was more than they had dreamed of. As the event wound down, the judges convened for what seemed an eternity, but was only a few hours. Finally, they returned to announce the winners. The tension in the room was palpable as the lead judge took the stage. And the winner of this year's Interdepartmental Innovation Challenge is Team Quantum from the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, led by Tom Sullivan. Cheers and whistles filled the room as Tom and his team embraced, overwhelmed with joy and relief. They had not only succeeded in developing a groundbreaking energy solution, but had also proven the power of diversity and collaboration. Later, as the crowd dispersed, Tom stood looking out over the now empty auditorium, reflecting on the journey. From his first tentative days at Xenos University to leading a successful, groundbreaking team, he had grown immensely. The challenges had been daunting, but the rewards were beyond measure. "Hey, Tom," Zalex floated over, a wide grin on his face. "How does it feel to shake up the galaxy?" Tom laughed, shaking his head in disbelief. "Honestly, it feels great, but I couldn't have done it without you all. This is our victory." As they walked out together, Tom felt ready for whatever challenge came next. This victory was not just a personal achievement, but a beacon for what could be accomplished when different minds, cultures, and species work together toward a common goal. The victory at the Interdepartmental Innovation Challenge had not only secured Tom and his team widespread recognition within Xenos University, but it also catapulted them into the spotlight of the galactic community. Their successful integration of human innovation with alien technology made headlines across various planetary news networks, highlighting the potential of their energy solution for broader application. In the days following the competition, Tom found himself thrust into a whirlwind of interviews and meetings. Media outlets from multiple star systems were eager to discuss his role in the project and the implications of their work for energy-deprived colonies like Ventar. One particularly memorable moment came when Tom was invited to speak at a prestigious interstellar conference, an annual gathering of some of the most influential minds in science and technology. The event was held on a space station orbiting Teller VI, offering breathtaking views of the planet's famous ring system. As Tom prepared for his presentation, he felt the weight of his responsibility, not just to his team and Xenos University, but to potential future beneficiaries of their project. He practiced his speech repeatedly, refining his points to clearly convey the significance of their work. Standing on the stage, facing an audience of esteemed scientists, engineers, and policymakers, Tom began confidently, "Thank you for this incredible opportunity. Our project, developed at Xenos University, exemplifies what can be achieved when diverse minds unite behind a common cause. By combining human perspectives with advanced alien technologies, we've not only proposed a solution to Ventar's energy crisis, but also opened doors for similar applications across the galaxy." He continued, detailing the technical aspects of their system and its adaptability to different planetary environments. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with many attendees expressing interest in adapting the decentralized energy system for their own worlds. The Q&A session was vigorous and thought-provoking. Tom handled complex inquiries with a composure that belied his years, facilitated by his deep understanding of the project and its broader implications. After his presentation, several delegates from technological institutes and energy conglomerates approached him, proposing collaborations to pilot his team's system on other worlds facing energy challenges. The potential for real-world application was vast, and the excitement was palpable. As the conference concluded, Tom felt a profound sense of achievement and possibility. The discussions he had sparked and the connections he had made promised to extend the reach of their innovation far beyond the academic sphere. Returning to Xenos University, Tom was greeted with cheers and applause from his peers and professors. The dean of the university met him personally, expressing pride in Tom's accomplishments and discussing plans to support the next phases of their project's development and deployment. Reflecting on the journey from his first uncertain steps on campus to becoming a celebrated innovator, Tom was filled with gratitude and anticipation. The success of their project was a testament to the power of collaboration across cultural and species divides, and he was eager to see how their work would evolve and impact the galaxy. As he walked back to his dorm, Tom felt more connected than ever to his friends and classmates. Their shared efforts had not only changed the energy landscape, but it also started shaping a new narrative for interspecies cooperation and innovation. This experience reinforced his belief in the positive changes that motivated individuals could bring to the universe. The season at Xenos University drew to a close with the campus abuzz about the monumental success of Tom and his team. The energy project had not only solved a significant problem, but it also set a new standard for collaborative innovation at the university. As Tom walked across the campus, he couldn't help but reflect on his journey. From the uncertain first steps of a lone human in a sea of aliens to leading a groundbreaking project, his experiences had reshaped his understanding of what was possible when different worlds came together. The university decided to capitalize on this success by announcing the creation of a new interdisciplinary program focused on sustainable technologies, inspired by the project Tom had led. The program aimed to encourage more students from various species to collaborate on real-world problems, using Xenos as a launchpad for broader galactic impact. On the day of the announcement, Tom was invited to speak. Standing in front of the future site of the program's new building, he addressed a crowd of students, faculty, and media. Today marks not just a celebration of what we've achieved, but the beginning of a new chapter in our university's history, Tom began, his voice carrying across the gathered crowd. This new program stands as a commitment to our shared future, a future where we come together to solve the challenges that face our galaxy. He continued, emphasizing the importance of diversity in driving innovation. Our project was a testament to the power of diverse perspectives. Each of us brought something unique to the table, and that's what made our success possible. I urge all of you, no matter where you come from or what you study, to embrace this new opportunity. Dive into these challenges, bring your ideas and your passion, and let's see what we can build together. The applause was thunderous, resonating with a sense of shared purpose and excitement for the future. After the ceremony, Tom mingled with students and professors, many of whom expressed their enthusiasm for the new program and their admiration for his leadership. It was a heartwarming affirmation of the impact he had made. As the crowd began to disperse, Xelex floated over, a broad smile on his face. "Tom, you've started something big here, you know?" Tom smiled back, a sense of contentment filling him. "We started something big, Xelex. Couldn't have done it without you and the team." "True," Xelex agreed, "but you showed us how to look at things differently. You challenged us to think outside our norms. Whatever comes next, I'm glad we'll be tackling it together." As they walked back towards the academic buildings, Tom felt a profound connection to everything around him, the university, his friends, and the broader community they were building. The legacy of their work would continue to inspire and shape future generations, and Tom was eager to see where his next adventures would take him. Looking up at the stars above, Tom felt a deep sense of possibility. There were countless worlds out there, each with its own challenges and mysteries. With the foundation they had built at Xenos University, he was ready to explore them, bringing his human perspective and collaborative spirit to new frontiers in the galaxy.